New Year's resolutions, most people make them, few follow through. In fact, only 8% of Americans actually achieve them. How sad. But guys, lucky for us, here to help is Hal Elrod, aka Yo Pal Hal. I like that, Yo Pal Hal. Who gave you that name?
Mom gave me that name.
Mom is cool.
I had my first radio show at age 15, and I needed a cool DJ name, and she goes, rhyme it with Hal.
Aww.
Be like Your Pal Hal, or be Yo Pal Hal.
You have a cool mom. Okay.
Yeah, cool mom.
But let's get to this. 8% only achieve their New Year's resolutions.
That's according to Forbes magazine. And yeah, you think about it, most people begin the new year with good intentions.
Sure.
Only to end every year with disappointment and regret. You know, and feeling down on themselves that, I didn't reach my goals again. And then maybe they pick themselves up and get optimistic and go, well, this will be the year.
Right.
But then they just repeat the same behavior over and over again. And so I've really found the biggest obstacle that prevents people is they don't have a strategy. Literally, all they have is good intentions, and they don't have an effective strategy to follow through with their resolutions.
All right, so the good intention, that obviously is not enough. You need to have a plan, strategize. Yeah. So you've come up with this 3-phase plan to help achieve those resolutions.
Yeah, I've done a lot of research. You know, I'm a success coach, and for my coaching clients, I really believe that helping them develop empowering habits. And you think about a New Year's resolution, all it is a new habit, right?
Sure.
My New Year's resolution is to go to the gym 5 days a week. Well, that means I want to create a new habit of going to the gym 5 days a week. So I've done all this research on how long does it really take to implement a new habit? What do you need to do to make sure that it sticks? And so again, we're applying this to New Year's resolutions. How do you make sure your New Year's resolutions get started the right way and then are seen through until the end? So the first phase, days 1 through 10, and if you're at home, take notes. I mean, this is,
right.
But days 1 through 10 is what I call unbearable, right? The first 10 days, isn't that how it feels?
Yeah.
Whether it's like getting up early, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I'm not a morning person.
Right.
I can't do this, right? Or if it's like, for me, I've never been a runner. And I don't know if you had mentioned, but I was an ultra marathon runner. We were talking about that earlier. But I went from not being a runner at all. So the first 10 days of starting my new running habit, they felt unbearable. I was saying things to myself like, oh my gosh, I hate this.
Yeah, why am
I doing this?
Yeah.
Everything hurts, right? So the first 10 days, most people aren't aware that that's how it's going to be. But let me ask you a question, Casey.
Okay.
If something is going to change your life for the better, can you do anything no matter how difficult for 10 days?
I would think you could.
Yeah,
yes,
anybody could push through
days.
it. But if they don't know that it's going to be difficult and it's going to get better, they just on day 3 go, oh my gosh, this is the new habit.
Right.
This is how it feels. It's not for me.
Right.
But you realize the first 10 days are going to feel unbearable. Suck it up. You got to get through those 10 days. Days 11 through 20, the second 10-day phase is what I call uncomfortable. It's still no picnic, right? When I was out there running, I'm still going, is this ever going to get easier? But it wasn't unbearable anymore, right? You're starting to kind of get acclimated to it. You don't enjoy it yet.
You could deal with it.
But you deal with it, and it's like, I can handle it, but if this doesn't get better soon, I'm not going to stick with it, right?
Sure.
And the final 10 days is where the magic happens. Days 21 through 30 is what I call the unstoppable phase. You go from unbearable to uncomfortable to unstoppable. And somewhere between the 21st and the 30th day, it's different for everybody, but here's the difference. For me as a runner, I went from going, I hate this, to I don't like this, to somewhere around day 22 or day 23, I actually woke up and I was like, I can't wait to run today. And that's where the magic happens. And you go, wait a minute. I no longer hate this. In fact, I don't even dislike it. I can't wait to do it. And that's the power. So if you can see it through to those final 10 days, and then here's the trick. Don't give up then. Some people, they get that far and they pat themselves on the back and they go, all right, I did it. I'm going to reward myself with a week off. But what happens is if you take a week off and then you get back into it and you're looking back going, okay, the first 10 days were, I hated them. They were unbearable. The next 10 days were uncomfortable. How excited are you going to be to jump back into the habit?
Right.
So those final 10 days, you really positively reinforce that this new habit is something that you want to do.
All right. All right, what's your New Year's resolution for the new year?
New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
Oh, she puts me on the spot.
Sorry, yeah.
New Year's resolution is actually to write 4 books.
4 books in 1 year?
So the Miracle Morning has been doing so well that we've got the Miracle Book Series now. So there's the Miracle Realtor, the Miracle Yoga Practice, the Miracle Teacher.
TV host?
Yeah, maybe you can so I'm co-authoring these. I shouldn't say I'm writing all of these. I'm co-authoring these books with other people.
All right. Hal, you're wonderful. Thank you so much. You come back and see us.
I love being on the show,
well,
Casey.
We love
You're
you,
great.
so thank you.
Thank you.